to my channel. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently. Today what I have for you is going to be the November energy and the November message for all of the air signs. So this is going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you have a sun, moon, or a rising sign in one of these three, you are going to want to stick around and hear what message Spirit has for you for this month. Now, this is going to be a collective air sign reading. So I want you to understand that not everything is going to resonate with you. Understand that I only want you to take with you what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual life coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. I do want to let you guys know that there are some changes that are going to be coming on the channel. I will no longer be doing individual zodiac reads. However, I will be offering them via Patreon. So once that becomes up and live, which will more than likely be at the beginning of 2023, I will be sure to let you know, provide you with that information. So if you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. We're so excited to have you here with us. So as you can see, let's go ahead and get started. This isn't necessarily going to be a pick a card. We will, however, be doing one portion of this reading as a pick a card, and that will be a little bit later on in the reading. So we are going to just dive right in. We will be doing a pick a card with these. This is going to be a very direct message for you as you are led and guided towards choosing the specific one that your soul or that your guides or your team is actually guiding you towards. So let's go ahead and pick the three. Well, actually, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until it's time. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. So I'm going to put this off to the side and we're going to dive right in with the oracle cards and see, what Spirit has for you air signs this month in the month of November. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, air signs, let's go ahead and see what information Spirit has for you and what information and insight they want you to know. Okay, so right off the bat here, air signs, we are starting off with the Here and Now card. This is a beautiful card. This card truly talks a lot about being in the present moment, truly allowing yourself to focus on the present moment. Don't stress about the past. Don't stress about the future. And this is a 32, which is a 5. So it's really about change. And so I feel that this month, what Spirit is really wanting you to know here, air signs, is that if you're the type of person that really likes to plan ahead and you like to be very organized and plan for the future and you like to have your schedule all written out about what's coming and what you're going to be doing, Spirit is really wanting you to focus on the present moment. Only worry about what is occurring today. Because here's the thing. The more energy and focus that you put in on the present moment, the more of that kind of feeling, excitement, anticipation you will experience in your future, okay? Because how you manifest for your future is in the present moment. So your first message here is be in the here and now. Don't focus so much on stuff from your past. If things from your past come up, allow them to be what they are. Don't stress about it too much, and don't focus so much on the future. Beautiful. So now we have Milk and Honey. This is about literally enjoying the pleasures, the luxuries, the sweetness in life. I love how, we have to really allow ourselves to bathe in the pleasure of life. And this 51 reduces to a 6. which is really about the harmony, right? The harmony and the love that we experience on a day-to-day basis. And here's the thing, air signs, if you allow yourself to be in the present moment, if you really focus in on the joys and the love and everything that is good in your world, you will be able to experience the sweetness of life. You will be able to experience the joys and the pleasure of life. And being in this moment is really what is going to help you here become more in alignment with what you are wanting to build for your future. That's important here, air signs. All right, one final card. Yes. Okay, this fell out. We have the Fates. I absolutely love this. So the Fates really speaks about destiny. It speaks about your sacred path, what is in store for you. It also speaks about karma, okay? So I feel that ultimately the important message right here, air signs, is that really keep in mind that the things that you allow yourself to experience in the present moment is really what is going to help you become more in alignment with the direction of your spiritual growth, of what's in alignment for you, and you will become more aware of what's no longer serving you, right? I feel the one thing that I keep hearing here with the milk and honey is that, you know, honey is sticky. And because it's sticky, everything sort of sticks to it, right? And sometimes honey, when you're using it in baking, and you are creating a recipe of some sort, it is used as a binding agent, right? And so here's what Spirit is really saying, and this is absolutely beautiful. When you can really focus on your present moment and utilize all of the things that bring you joy, that absolutely make you feel wholehearted, loved, appreciated, all those things. When you can really incorporate that into your every single day, all of those good things will become like glue. And all of those things will naturally gravitate towards you to create your future here. Because if you're someone here, air signs, that if you are really trying to build a phenomenal future where you are abundant, you are prosperous, you have all your greatest desires and needs that are constantly, you know, that are being met here, you really need to adhere to this. Understand that where your energy and where your focus goes is what you are ultimately creating for your future. So this is good. Now, bottom of the deck here, we have the Flexible card. So what does this mean? Flexible is really about you being very flexible with what is currently going on in your day-to-day. I feel that it's important for you to understand that, you know, maybe if you're someone that is very rigid on how you like to approach things, or maybe you have a lot of beliefs that are very rigid or very restrictive, this is where Spirit is really wanting you to make some changes, right? Spirit's really wanting you to find harmony in all of the things that are currently going on in your life so that you can have more abundance for your future. And so sometimes that means that we have to do things in a different way. We have to allow ourselves to be adaptable or flexible in order to do something different. And I think, or to experience something different, because one thing I keep hearing here with this Flexible card here, air signs, is that, you know, if you continue to do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always gotten. So it's like, you know, if you know that doing something a certain way gives you this one specific result, then if you continue to do that, you will always get the same result. You will never experience something different. You will never see a different result. And so this is where that flexibility and that adaptability has to come into place, right? Stop focusing on things that might have worked out in the past, or doing something some way how it actually worked out in the past, because that's not necessarily what's going to happen here. So this is where you are needing to really focus in on what is going well in your life here, air signs? What are you really experiencing that is joyful, that is keeps you in a state of gratitude, that you absolutely love? Because remember, that is what is going to lead you towards this abundance and to this fate and to the destiny and your sacred path. Okay, so let's go ahead and now dive into the tarot cards and see how else we can build upon this message for you this month. So let's go ahead and move these down so that you can pretty much see everything centered. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this top card off and put it right here. All right. Okay, so let's see. What additional information and insight do you have for the air signs this month, Spirit? Now we are going to draw 5 tarot cards. Whoa, okay, these automatically popped out. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Hermit card. Okay, so far I'm loving this, air signs. So what this really speaks to me about is being resourceful, right? And understanding that you have all of the answers that you need. I feel that's ultimately the most important thing. Let's see what else we got here. What additional information and insight can you offer? Oop, the air signs. Okay. So this one came out first, and then this one. So let's go ahead. So then we have the Ace of Swords with the Emperor. Okay. Love it. Love it, love it, love it so far. With the Emperor. And one final card, please, Spirit, for the air signs this month. What information and insight can you offer the air signs this month? Okay. With the Ace of Wands. Okay, air signs, this is absolutely beautiful for you. So here again, you have 2 aces, which means that you are definitely moving towards something, a lot more clarity, some truth. You're headed towards an absolute victory, and you're moving towards, you know, ultimately newer inspirations. So here's what I want to sort of point out for you this month, air signs. It's important that you remember how resourceful you are, how independent, how knowledgeable, how much abundance you actually have. And I feel like maybe there is something that has transpired in the past previous months here, air signs, that has sort of made you go within yourself to really seek your own truth. Really seek a lot of clarity within yourself. I feel that ultimately you have come to this understanding, to this place that you know that everything that you need, all of the knowledge, the skills, the talents, it's already within you. And I feel like you're needing to sort of step into this resourcefulness of yourself and your skills and your talents, and let that lead you forward. Here with the Ace of Swords, again, I feel it's really about having a very deep understanding of where you're going and what it is you are wanting to communicate for the people that are around you and what you're wanting to experience in your future here. I feel that ultimately as you move forward, now that you have this truth and this understanding, and you know exactly what it is that you are capable of achieving, I feel that you're now going to take strategic action. You're going to take, necessary steps towards, really building your future and really, communicating with teams or communicating with others about, what it is that you are wanting to have for your future. I don't find this in any way, this isn't surprising to me at all, because I feel like for you air signs, it's, I feel a lot of you sometimes really struggle to be very grounded in what it is that you are wanting to achieve or bring forward. And I feel that a lot of you have really been doing that soul searching, have really been doing that introspection, have been really, focusing within yourself to find what lights you, what sparks your joy, what makes you happy. And I feel that now that you've come to that realization of what it is exactly that it is that you want, you have that greater understanding. Now it's almost like you know exactly what steps you have to take in order for you to be in that passionate state and create, that lifetime career that you have been wanting to create. I feel that overall this month here, air signs, is going to be very profitable and very fruitful for you. I feel that ultimately you're going to be having a lot of new experiences when it comes to the things that you are passionate about and the things that you ultimately enjoy. So this is going to be your message this month. Now we are going to move on into the portion of the pick a card. Now these are the Gateway of Light activation cards by Kyle Gray, Gray. And I want to point out that if you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using today, you can look down in the description box. I have them listed out for you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to shuffle and we are going to pick 3 cards and we are going to read the message in the book on what additional information Spirit has for you this month. So let's go ahead and shuffle, and we're going to do 3 pick a cards, 3 cards, and you are ultimately going to choose. Okay, so this one right here is standing out to me. You are ultimately going to choose the one that you are being called to. So now we're going to do card 2. Okay, card 2. And then I want this one as well. Okay, so that is going to be 3 cards here. So I'm going to put them right up here so that you could see them very well. So once again, what I want you to do here, air signs, is I want you to sort of take in a nice big deep breath, center yourself, and really look at either card 1, card 2, or card 3. Which one is calling out to you? And this is going to be your message. So again, if you want to find, look down in the description box so that you can fast forward to your specific card. So right off the bat, we are going to start off with card number 1. And card number 1 is Soul Star Activation, fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who you are. I absolutely love this. Okay. So let's see here. So one thing I can tell you is the Soul Star Chakra is going to be this is going to be one of the 5 chakras that are on the outer side, on the outer aspect of your energy field. So as you are aware here, air signs, we have 7 chakras within the physical body, and there are 5 chakras that are, actually there are several other chakras on the outside part of our subtle energy body. And the Soul Star is actually the 9th chakra, if I'm not mistaken. And that chakra is actually part of where you align with the stellar gateway, which is part of galactic cosmic forces, and I really look at it as divine source energy. So let's look in the book to see what this card truly means, what its message is for you. I do feel that this ultimately means that you are being activated in a much higher frequency, which doesn't surprise me because you are needing to it's really wanting you to focus in on the present moment. So for card number 1, this is your message. The soul star chakra is the energy center that is around 6 to 12 inches above the crown and connects us directly with soul wisdom. It is our gateway to the etheric realms, which holds all the lessons of all the incarnations that we have experienced. Through our soul star, we access information and wisdom like a computer connecting to the internet through broadband. Instead of having to move through the dimensions to access the information, we can remain connected at all times and download support as necessary. The Egyptian god Horus appears on this card as our spiritual guide. His hawk-headed image is said to illustrate his connection to the sun, moon, and stars. As a keeper of energetic portals to hidden realms, he can help us remember our starry origins, open psychic vision, and connect directly with the wisdom that is held in the stars. So imagine yourself in a wide open space under a night sky filled with stars and say, Horus, Cosmic Sky Guardian, thank you for activating my soul star chakra so that I can remember on a soul level. So the message with this card here is through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you are in a powerful space, for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life, the lives of those you love, and of course, the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contracts you have made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, know that even if you aren't conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary plan. And when you draw this gateway, you are opening up on higher levels. That is absolutely beautiful. So if you have chosen card 2, this is your message. Card 2, is the Anunnaki light codes. This is energetic shift, new information, and the end of a cycle. Okay, so the Anunnaki, there's actually quite a bit of information on the Anunnaki, and they are actually the individuals, I guess what you could say, the light beings that created part of the human race. And so I feel that this is like a massive energetic shift for you where you are really getting a lot of deep insight and information. Maybe some of you are ending a karmic cycle here. So let's go ahead and read what the card says about card number 2. Anunnaki light codes. The Anunnaki are a race of cosmic light beings who have been coming to Earth since ancient times. The Sumerians and Babylonians acknowledge them as the deities who govern the space between the worlds. The divine leader of this incredible race is the goddess Ishtar, a powerful figure similar to the Egyptian goddess Isis. The Anunnaki have taken many forms throughout the ages. They have an angelic warrior-like quality and have appeared with wings, sometimes up to 4, and with an elongated head and face similar to that of an eagle. When the Anunnaki appear, it's important to know they are heavenly allies supporting our healing and ascension. In the distant past, they visited the Atlantean civilization and helped those who were aligned with the spiritual path to ascend to the next dimension so that they could leave the wheel of karma. They acted as divine judges, deciding who could ascend and who had to be left behind for the growth of their soul. Those who had abused their powers and had not honored the divine or valued the great gift of life they had been given, had to remain for the cataclysmic ending of their civilization. For that reason, some people who have had Atlantean incarnations may fear the Anunnaki, but be assured that they are beings of infinite light working for Source. In order to truly connect with this particular card, say, Anunnaki, Anunnaki, Anunnaki. I welcome in the presence of the Anunnaki people. Thank you, angelic cosmic beings, for immersing my energy body in your light codes. So the great message here for you is great change is coming to you, card 2. But this can only occur if you are willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you are wondering what is in the best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things must be released if you are to evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, gifts, and what is important to you. You are standing at a gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy upon the earth. Okay, if you have chosen card number 3, this is your message. You have halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. Okay, this is actually beautiful. This reminds me a lot of the Akashic Records, but it is actually a very separate building with its own purpose and its own intentions. If I'm not mistaken, the halls of learning is where a lot of the souls go after they have passed on from a particular life. They do a lot of learning in this particular place, because it's learning that we still do when we are not incarnation. It's learning that we do at a very spiritual level. So let's go ahead and see what additional information Spirit has for you. Card 3 on Halls of Learning. The Halls of Learning, also sometimes known as the Great Halls, are an etheric retreat dedicated to spiritual knowledge. They are a training space for all souls, including those on earth, spiritual guides, and those between lives. They have been visited by many spiritual seekers, seers, and mediums over the years, and have been described as a giant, somewhat Gothic university building with marble flooring, spiral staircases, and tall bookcases. Some have said these halls are home to the Akashic Records, while others have wondered if they are connected to the halls of Amenti. I can confirm that these are actually 2 different retreats. Ultimately, this etheric retreat is an ancient mystery school, and it is particularly powerful for those who are opening up their psychic and clairvoyant abilities. If this gateway comes to you often, it brings confirmation that your psychic gifts are strengthening. Also, if the idea of an ancient mystery school in the astral realm seems familiar, there's a good chance that you've been here during dream time or even between incarnations. These great halls are held within the heart of Source and are a projection of the Divine Mind's infinite intelligence. When we visit them, we are connecting directly with the source of wisdom. In order to connect with this beautiful card here, card 3, I want you to think about a challenging time or a lesson that you are facing and say, Source and wisdom keepers of the halls of learning, thank you for revealing to me the pattern, trauma, or wound that has created this lesson so that I can heal it once and for all. Then listen carefully. Your message here, for those of you that chose card 3, is you are on the path to great learning. Spiritual beings are drawing close to support you. If you are facing challenging or difficult circumstances or have just moved through such a time, you are being called to review what you have learned about yourself. If you're still feeling overwhelmed by a certain event or asking why it happened, call on Source and your guides to reveal to you the pattern, trauma, or wound that has contributed to this challenge. If you aren't experiencing challenging energy, the reason is that you've made huge progress on your spiritual journey. So much so that your perspective has shifted so that you can view every challenge as a window of opportunity. The Halls of Learning Gateway indicates that your spiritual gifts are developing at this time. Air signs, this is going to be your November message. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you were able to gain lots of wisdom and lots of insight. I do feel that a lot of you in the collective are really shifting energetically. As a whole, the human race is advancing and is shifting energetically and spiritually, and a lot of us are moving at faster rates and paces than we would have ever expected. So I hope that you found this to be very helpful for you. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.